Our tip of the week is My Personal Menu. Why would you want to use My Personal Menu? Okay, let's give you a couple of good reasons. Number one, if you're a manager or an owner of a business, maybe you need to be in all the modules. In the course of the day, you want to check your employee status. Maybe you want to check your sales journal, run some reports, see how you're doing financially at any point in time. Maybe you want to run a profit and loss statement. Maybe you need to do things in payables, receivables, service. So you're in a lot of different modules. And you don't want to have to be going back to the main menu and going into each module. You just want to build a menu with the things that you do in a typical day. So when you're sitting at your desk, if there are 10, 15, 20 things that you do, those are the only things that are on your menu. That's one good reason. Another good reason is sometimes people use it for security. You can set an employee up and each employee can just have a tailored menu for the tasks that they do. So maybe you have a mechanic. You don't want that person to have full access to the inventory system, although you want them to be able to check stock status. You want them to be able to maybe create a pick list of parts that need to be pulled. You want them to have access to the fiche programs, but you don't want them to be able to get into anything that allows you to manipulate inventory at all. Well, let me give you a quick demonstration on how you can do some of this stuff. Let's go into the security system. Now I'm logging in as the big boss. And the big boss is the only one that can do this kinds of things. You need to have a security level of 9. Now, being the big boss, I have access to everything in the system, obviously, and I'm going to create a menu just for me. Just the things that I need to do so I can log in, sit at my desk, and the things that I need to do most are right there. Let's hit Create My Personal Menu. Now, there is a help button here. You may want to listen to that. That's a full video that'll give you much more detail on how to do this. I've created a menu already. And the menu that I created gives me the pot system. I have the whole pot sale menu. Let's just do a couple of things here. I'm going to delete some of these things here. If you click on them, it deletes them. And let's just start right from scratch. So I'm going to get rid of all these things here that I've created. Create my menu. That's my menu. It's blank. Now what I want to do is, let's say the first thing I want to do is I always want to be able to check my employee status. So let's move that down there. That's going to be the first thing in my menu. Now another thing I need to do is I want to be able to get into the inventory system. Now I may want to have the full inventory menu and just bring it down like that, which means when I click on that I will have every option, the full inventory menu, or maybe I just want the pot sale option. Or I can click here and maybe I just want to be able to check the status of an order for somebody. Maybe in receivables I want to be able to just look at customers and find out what's going on when I need to. Maybe I want to be able to do something in payables and I want to be able to run payable reports whenever I need to. Or maybe I just want to be able to, maybe I put in bills sometimes or I need to write out a check. Maybe I need to hand post because occasionally I write a check. Maybe I want to go into General Ledger and be able to run, I just need to run a profit and loss statement. And so you can see how it is. I can go in and maybe I just want to go in and just do this one feature in service. Or if I want to do every feature in service, I'd bring the full service module down. Maybe I want to go into and look at the whole archive system. Now if I create my menu, that's what my menu is going to look like. Let's just do that right there. Okay, so now my menu is created. Now I want to create a menu for one of my employees. So let's look up Sam here. Now Sam is a mechanic, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to say there's only two things I allow him to do here. He can get into the security system. That allows him to change his password whenever he wants, and he can exit the software, and now I'm going to create a menu for him. Now if he's a mechanic, obviously maybe I want to be able to say, okay, I want him to be able to maybe look at some mechanic reports. Maybe I obviously would want him to be able to, you know, badge in and badge out. I want him to be able to log into his jobs. Maybe I want him to be able to create a pick list of parts. And maybe I'm going to go into inventory and give him, he can actually just do stock status, and he can actually check the status of outstanding orders. So those are the only features that employee can do. Okay, now let's go look and see how that'd be used. So now an employee badges in the course of the day. If they try to badge into anything, let's take Sam. Now if he tries logging in, he cannot get into anything. It's going to just say you're not allowed that other than my personal menu. And so now when he logs in, that's all he sees, just the features that you allow him to do. He can look up parts in the feature program, he can check inventory, he can create an actually pick list of parts that he may need and submit it to the parts department so they can pull the parts. He can run reports. Let's look at the big boss. Okay, let's log in as Big Boss. Going into my personal menu, I'm going to log in. Here's the menu I designed for myself. Now you can see I'm in a lot of different modules and a lot of different places. If I want to check my employee status, I can click here. Here's all my employees, who's here. I was the first one in the building. This Bob Jones came in. He's a mechanic. He worked 20 minutes on this particular job, 7:58, and he's currently working on 7:20. If I want to check the status of that job, I can see that he finished the tune-up. Looks like that's all done. Looks like we're waiting for some parts for the shift cable, and we currently have 2 hours that we worked on the winterization. Okay, I've looked at this employee here. He came in, he worked 45 minutes and went home. These 2 employees are in my building. From here I can go directly to an inventory menu, the main menu for inventory. Or I can just go directly to checking special orders. So this lets you navigate the software very easy. I can go into accounts receivable. I can go into payables. I can begin an RO. I can go into general ledger. I can check the status of a customer that walks in the door. Okay, he owes me $2,200. Maybe I need to talk to him. I can get any detail I want about that customer. So this allows you to be in a lot of places very quickly. So for those things that you do in the course of the day, you can navigate the software extremely efficiently. This gives you a really quick recap of how you can use my personal menu. What I recommend doing is going into the security system, play the video that shows you how to create your personal menu. This will give you a lot more detail on how to do this. And if you have any questions at all, obviously, you can call our support staff toll-free number at 877-500-1592. Okay, have a good day.